Right, thanks for staying with us on Biztalk. If you have any comments, you can email us at biztalk@bernama-tv.com, or you can tweet us at biztalk502, or you can call us at 0326937008. And today I have Mr. N.Sunderaj, the Managing Director, and Chris Hillier, the Director of Dscaff Group, and we're talking about how Malaysia can move forward with construction industry. Right, before we went for a break, we're talking about the products that you have there, but now let's talk about how you fit in with the government's transformation program. So probably you can elaborate on that, Sundar.
Yeah, basically there are actually 12 NKAs in the government economic transformation program, and where we actually fit in is in the oil, gas and energy sector on the NKA. Well, in the oil and gas and energy sector, there are actually three different segments. We have
EPPs,
just on the oil and gas itself, there is an upstream, midstream, and downstream.
Okay.
Well, Dscaff involvement is actually in these two sectors, which is the upstream and downstream. And like we mentioned, scaffolding is all about access. And in these two sectors, you know, in upstream and also downstream, it's access, construction, maintenance, and hence, you know, all this thing requires the basic scaffolding.
Okay.
So you can't run away much from that. So that's basically where we are involved in this part of the
right.
NKEA.
And is it only for ONG for now? Are you looking forward for anything else after this?
I mean, okay, if we're looking at Malaysia now, but you know, right now we're supplying a very large project in Sydney, which is called Barangaroo South. Barangaroo South, which is, I think, one of the biggest civil projects in the Southern Hemisphere. So not only are we supplying the formwork there, but we're actually supplying our scaffolding to parts of that project for support work, and again for another large bridge in Brisbane right now. But that is another side of this. I think, you know, specifically here, I think, you know, some of the
specifically here, actually in Malaysia, our focus is predominantly oil and gas. I can say more than 80 to almost 90% of our business is focused to oil and gas.
Right.
You know, talking about scaffolding, there's two main kinds of scaffolding. One, everybody sees in the construction, the building. A lot of people get confused when we say scaffolding. Everybody thinks that those orange things that's hanging in the building, you know. But that is what we don't do.
Okay.
So that's the unique part. That's one. That is the scaffolding that we don't do. What we do is like I mentioned, the higher end of scaffolding, the British standard scaffolding, the Australian standard scaffolding, where it requires high load factors and high quality stuff and high safety factors.
And by saying that, don't you want to go to the construction, I mean the building scaffolding?
Basically, in Malaysia, the building scaffolding industry has a different focus, and also the load and safety factors comparatively to the oil and gas.
I see.
And there are many players already in that particular sector, you know, so to avoid competition and stuff like that, we just choose to remain on a niche area, which is the oil and gas. And unless specialized project, we still do specialized construction project that the traditional scaffold can't handle. Then they look for us, you know, to engineer a specialized scaffold, for particular projects.
Right. Has government been given you any attention on your business so far?
Not so far, but probably soon. And like I said, we're still predominantly very new, and I think the approach and also the products that we start moving in the market will one day, you know, have some attraction somewhere. I believe. Yeah.
Would you agree if I say that the government should give a place or a place for both of you to actually expand your businesses all around, not only locally, probably overseas? Yeah,
I think that would be good. Like, you know, we have with us, you know, quite maybe one or two products that is our world standard. We probably elaborate later, but we have one product that which is one of the strongest in the world now, officially and independently certified. And like I said about the development of the stainless steel coupler, we're the first in the world to develop such.
Right.
And this, you know, it's what the market and industry been waiting for, because for offshore to to always go and replace these couplers is a huge cost.
Okay.
Sending men down to
replace it.
out to the rigs and all that just to replace, because it just don't last long.
Okay.
So we have come up with an alternative, having these stainless steel couplers.
Okay.
So these are all new things that a lot of people never ventured into. So
Right.
I think there are hope for this industry, and
To grow,
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And maybe this is where the government should maybe
intervene and give
right.
some help.
Possible,
Okay,
yeah.
and by talking about that, I think people may not see that, can this be a business, So let's talk about the revenue. How much is your revenue since 10 months so far?
Well, since let's say we started in February
Yes.
2013, and we just about to close our accounts in December. For the first year, I think we did pretty well. We have a group revenue of about just above 50 million ringgit, and that was pretty good. It was above our expectations.
And you spent how much on your R&D?
Last year, in the first 10 months, we spent about R1 million ringgits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of that was setting up testing equipment and progressing our system.
Right.
Scaffolds.
Yeah,
And you've earned 15 million back. So, basically you've...
yeah, 50 million.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's, you managed to cover that as well. And what is your current book value so far?
Well, our order book value, I think we have for this year, we probably have a lineup of at least 20 million worth of projects for the next few months. But it'll keep on growing. It's in a business like us, it's not a large scale project that we get a huge order books, but each projects we are working with a lot of clients,
Okay.
and hence the build up grows as time goes, and because of deliveries, we do have quite a positive feedback from
Can you
it.
mention how many projects you have so far?
Well, these as projects, probably our biggest project right now is supplying formwork and scaffolding to Sydney, to Barangaroo. This is the single biggest project. We've just been awarded a big supply order to Gorgon.
Yeah, Gorgon,
in
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
So we supply a lot of smaller companies around Malaysia who are then taking our products and putting it on projects.
Okay.
So we have quite a lot of customers. We're not trying at the moment. We haven't tried the first year to actually get involved in projects.
Just to get your name out
but
there.
we're trying to develop products and find a way to bring them into the market.
Right. And from there, you mentioned that the products that you are developing is different from what they have so far.
Right.
So how do you keep yourself abreast with the development and also from competition?
Okay. Pretty simple. That, like I said, the involvement in R&D is a big factor for both of us. We quite always look at how to keep on improving a product or
Right.
finding an alternative solution, and we do not save on R&D. So for example, this year we purchased a fully computer controlled testing machine for our couplers, and people who produce this sometimes don't even you have to send this for third-party testing. But we bought this 100 kilonewton testing machine, which comes with a full computer-controlled report, and
Right.
we could actually do testings ourselves on a daily basis, and also take the product and keep on testing and see which area we could improve.
Right.
So these are the investment that we look, and these are the things that we do that other manufacturers don't do.
Right.
What they do in our industry is they just take a product, they see what is it about, they follow a product and they produce and they supply.
Right.
Whereas we take a product, we see how we can improve it, what is the flaws in this product, and
Make it better.
Exactly, and how the clients can save money.
Right.
All right, so these are the two things that we do, and investment in testing facilities. So without testing, you will not achieve, what you want to achieve.
Right.
So until you have destruction on your product, you know where the limit is, and you could see where the failure is, and wherever the failure is, only then you could improve,
can
that
improve,
point
yes.
and keep on having. And that's how we came up with the world's strongest scaffolding.
I see. Okay, right, we have to stop for another short break, and when we come back, we'll be with Sundar and Chris right here on Biztalk.